time, weather, and...
Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd. And I'm Todd. We're going to do a comparison today. We're going to listen to an original version of a song that my guess most people have never heard. Then we're going to listen to a cover of that song, and is probably the most popular, most heard version of that song as well. The song is called Reason to Believe. The person who wrote the song is Tim Hardin, and he wrote the song in 1965. He then recorded it and released it on his 1966 album, Tim Hardin 1, which was his first album. Now, this album is interesting because the songs on the album are written by Tim, and he has quite a number of other songs on here that other artists have made famous. Tim wrote some really great folk songs that other artists, rock and roll, whatever, have taken and made their own. So we're going to listen to the original version of Reason to Believe by Tim Hardin. Now, who did the most popular, most heard version of this song? Well, that was Rod Stewart in 1971. He recorded it and released it on his album, Every Picture Tells a Story. It was released as the A-side in July of 1971, with the B-side being Maggie May. Well, Reason to Believe reached number 62 on the Billboard's Hot 100 singles chart, but DJ started listening to Maggie May, flipped the single over, and that song became a number one hit for Rod Stewart. In fact, it was number one on Billboard's Hot 100 singles chart for 5 weeks and kept the Carpenters' Superstar on the number one spot, keeping it at number 2. So, let's listen to Tim Hardin doing the original version of Reason to Believe, and then we're going to listen to Rod do his hit version. So here we go with Tim Hardin doing Reason to Believe.
If I listened long enough to you, I'd find a way to believe that it's all true. Knowing that you lied straight-faced while I cried, still I'd look to find a reason to believe. Someone like you makes it hard to live without somebody else. Someone like you makes it easy to give, never think of myself. If I gave you time to change my mind, I'd find a way to leave the past behind. Knowing that you lied straight-faced while I cried, still I'd look to find a reason to believe. If I listened long enough to you, I'd find a way to believe it's all true. Knowing that you lied straight-faced while I cried, still I'd look to find a reason to believe.
Oh, I love that version. The first time I heard that, so this album I picked up used quite a number of years ago, and I never listened to it. and I've been going through my albums. I think I mentioned this on several of my Driving with Todd shows, that I've been going through my albums and kind of clearing them out. And I pull this one out and it's like, I got to listen to this. And when Reason to Believe came on, it was like, wow, I didn't know Tim Hardin wrote this. And this is such a beautiful version of the song. It's like, how did I miss this masterpiece when I was buying records in the 60s and the 70s? It's just a great version. Starts out with the acoustic guitar, very simplistic. Acoustic guitar, then the piano comes in, and then Tim starts singing. And his voice is just perfect for this song. You can almost feel it. He wrote these lyrics for his voice. And then it gets a little bit heavier. A bass guitar comes in, you get a little bit of drumming. But then the strings come in. And I'm a big person with strings. I love strings put into a song, especially a folk song like this that is sort of pretty minimalistic, you could say, as far as instrumentation goes. The whole song is wrapped really around Tim Hardin's voice and the lyrics to the song. But the strings just add so much to this song. It just livens the whole mood of the song up. But I just thought, the first time I heard it, I was like, wow, I didn't know that Tim Hardin did this song, and I did not know he wrote it. I mean, I never looked at Rod Stewart's record that says, hey, Tim Hardin wrote the song. I just listened to the record. But very, very interesting version, very, very simplistic. And that's what I think I really like about music like this, is that you can sit back and you can just sort of enjoy it. You're not rock and rolling. You're just kind of following the mood of the music and of the vocals and trying to listen through the lyrics of the song. But I think Tim Hardin really wrote a fantastic song here. Only 2 minutes long, but he wrapped a lot of emotion, a lot of lyrics, a lot of good music into 2 minutes. So from there, we're going to listen to Rod Stewart's version of the song, the one that, like I said, I think that everybody knows and has at least heard once in their lifetime. So here's Rod Stewart doing his cover, his version of Reason to Believe.
If I listen long enough to you, I'd find a way to believe that it's all true. Knowing that you lied straight-faced while I cried, still I look to find a reason to believe. Someone like you makes it hard to live without somebody else. Someone like you makes it easy to give. Never think about myself. If I gave you...
Okay, I want to stop this one. I didn't stop the Tim Hardin. It was only 2 minutes long, and I just wanted everybody to sit back and listen to it, because like I said, most people, I gotta believe, have never heard that version. Well, the Rod Stewart version rocks a little bit harder than Tim's, that's for sure. I really like the fact that it starts out with that piano in the beginning. That's just really great. Piano comes in, and then Rod, the music sort of stops, and Rod sings a little bit of acapella, and then the piano and the organ come in. Pretty soon you have an acoustic guitar, you got a bass, you got the drum, and this thing starts rocking pretty heavy. And Rod's really using his voice to the utmost on this song. I mean, he's got that kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a weird voice. It's not a normal singing voice, but I'll tell you, he's made millions off of his voice. He's just got a very, very unique voice, and it's not really gravelly either. I don't know how to explain his voice, but every time I hear a song by Rod Stewart, it's like, you can tell it's Rod, and it's always going to be a good track. The guy just records fantastic songs. So let's keep on going, see where Rod takes Reason to Believe.
Never think about myself. If I gave you time to change my mind, I'd find a way
Okay. Another great piece of this song is the instrumental break in the bridge here. I just think it's so great that he puts a violin solo in here instead of like I mean, the keyboards are real heavy. Both piano and the organ are really heavy throughout the whole song. You would think that the instrumental break would be a heavy organ solo or maybe a piano solo, but instead we throw an instrument in that I don't think was in the beginning of the song. He does a violin solo, does a fiddle solo, and it was great. It just adds to the mood of the song. Just really love how this was put together. Let's keep on going.
If I listen long enough to you, I'd find a way to believe that it's all true. Knowing that you lied straight-faced while I cried, still I look to find a reason to believe. Someone like you makes it hard to live without somebody else. Someone like you makes it easy to give. Never think about myself. Someone like you makes it hard to live without somebody else. Someone like you makes it easy to give. Never think about myself. Someone like you makes it hard to live without somebody else. Someone like you makes it easy to give. Never think about myself. Someone like you makes it hard to live without somebody else.
Okay, Rod Stewart, Reason to Believe. He kicks butt at the end of this song. Now this song is a little over 4 minutes long. The Tim Hardin's about 2 minutes. So, I mean, he adds a lot to this song. I mean, he actually makes this like his own song. But I love it where we come to the end and the music stops. And then Rod starts singing a cappella. Now, you know, a cappella to me is like the best voices in the world singing a cappella because they make such a beautiful sound. And usually a cappella could be like several singers. But Rod does a cappella at the end of this song, and he's got that real rough, and I'd like to say gritty. It's not really gritty, but it's a very rough sounding voice. And he's singing a cappella. It's great. It's unbelievably great. I just love it. And then he uses all the instruments that were in the song to take the song out, especially the violin. Violin was playing like phenomenally at the end of this song. And you got the bass. Bass was doing some really heavy notes, drumming, the piano, the organ. Everything was like perfect in this song. It was just, you know, it's a reason to believe. That's for sure. This song is a reason to believe. I really love Rod Stewart's version. Now, there are so many people that covered this song. I mean, if you go on to Google and search for Reason to Believe cover versions, you'll find a page that lists, I don't know, there must have been like 100 different groups that covered this song. But to me, Tim Hardin, the original version, is like the prime perfect version. And then Rod Stewart, his version is the perfect rockin' version of this song. Both together are fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed seeing and hearing Tim Hardin doing Reason to Believe. which he wrote in 1965, released in 1966 on his first album, and the song that Rod Stewart recorded and covered, Reason to Believe, in 1971 and released as a single. And the flip side, Maggie May, was actually the #1 hit. But hey, Rod did a phenomenal version of Reason to Believe. If you liked it, hit that like button. That'd be really, really cool. If you have any comments about Tim Hardin or Rod Stewart doing Reason to Believe, put in the comments below. That'd be really, really appreciated. I'm going to take a link to both videos, and I thought both videos were good. They're both fan-made videos. The first one was a lot of stills of the Tim Hardin albums and Tim Hardin, which I thought was really nice. And then the Reason to Believe video I thought was really, really good. I like the spinning records that the person put on here, and then the different pictures of Rod Stewart. And at the end there was a cover of Rolling Stone magazine, which I still have that Rolling Stone issue in my other room, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to take a link to both those videos and put it in my description below. You want to see them again, just click on those 2 links and away you go. I'm also going to put a link to each of the channels that uploaded these videos. You might want to check out those channels as well. Hey, have you subscribed to Driving with Todd? If you haven't, let's do it right now. You have my video open. I'm sure you still do. Go below it, hit the subscribe. That's all you got to do. If you go over here, ring the bell, you'll get updates to my latest videos. So here we go. The original version of Reason to Believe. A great cover version of the song Reason to Believe. 2 great artists, Tim Hardin, Rod Stewart. Love it. Put a big smile on my face. I'm hoping to put a big smile on your face. And peace out, baby.